This is Tom with your fishing report from the Northeast. Cavern Lake has started its annual drawdown to winter pool levels, but water temperatures are still pretty elevated for September. Crappie have cooled back and are in more open water, and bass are in the weeds at Cavern. Fish weightless and in the mixed species beds of weeds that you may find. Bass on Grayson are a little bit deeper, fish around 10 feet where you see chunky rock or brush. Area streams are running low with a lack of rainfall, so now is a good time to fish into them deeper pools you normally cannot get to while wade fishing. Lastly, we are getting set to start our fall stockings of trout around the area, so pay attention to the trout stocking schedule online at fw.ky.gov for the next stocking date. That should do it for us. Good luck and stay safe.
This is Adam Martin with your Western District Fishing Report. Water elevations at Kentucky Lake and Lake Barkley are down below 356, but the water temps are still far too high for this time of year. Bass anglers are finding some fish on the main lake bars with topwater setups such as big slashing stick baits, but for the most part, bass fishing has been slow. The crappie fishing remains very good. Fishing with live minnows seems to be the hot technique right now, as these fish are trying to pack on some extra fat for the winter. You will still want to fish relatively deep in the 15 to 20 foot range to find any sizable numbers. Catfishing has been pretty slow in the lakes, but the tailwaters have been pretty good, and with water elevations this low, every fishing pier is accessible. Catching your own live bait is usually the most productive method, but remember that live transport of bait fish between water bodies is not allowed, so if you catch it at Barkley, you'll have to use them at Barkley. As always this time of year, low water levels have exposed many underwater hazards in the lakes, so please remember to go slowly and always wear your life jackets and kill switches.
This is Jeremy Shiflett with a fishing update from the Northwestern Fishery District. Fall is definitely not here yet, as we still have daytime highs in the 90s, which have pushed surface temperatures back to the mid and upper 80s. Fishing has slowed down a little bit, but if you choose to hit the water, there are still some fish to be found. At Rough River Lake, crappie are being caught anywhere from 5 to 20 feet deep, depending on where you are in the lake. In the backs of the tribs and upper lake, fish are hanging shallow in standing timber. Lower lake fish can be found on structure down to 20 feet. It sounds like jigs and minnows are both working well, so take your pick. Anglers are casting, trolling, and still fishing with success. A lot of bass are being caught as well, but most range from 10 to 15 inches. The larger fish are scattered and seem to be on vacation right now. The thermocline is set up around 12 feet in the mid to upper portions of the lake, but drops to around 20 feet at the north-south fork split. At No End, the bass are hanging 12 to 15 feet deep on main lake points. They're biting Carolina rigged plastics and football jigs with trailers. The best bite has been early and late in the day. Brush near channel bends have been holding both bass and crappie. At Rough and No End, anglers are doing well on channel catfish. Chicken livers have been working well either on the bottom, drifted, or on jugs. Good numbers of 20-inch fish are being caught. At Lake Malone, fishing has been slow as well, but short bass are hanging around the edges of the water willow in 3 to 5 feet of water. The larger fish are being found deeper on a large woody structure or offshore chasing shad. The thermocline is set up around 10 feet mid-lake, so keep that in mind when trolling or targeting deeper structure or steeper banks. Catfish were stocked in Owensboro, Madisonville, and Litchfield Fens Lakes on the 11th, and catchable size red ear sunfish were stocked in Owensboro and Litchfield Fens Lakes on the 18th. Remember to be safe on and around the water and be smart while out in the heat. Good luck.